welcome to my Thursday. It's about 12:05-ish, I think. I've been working at my desk all day today, but last night I had a crazy impulse. Well, I mean, I'd been thinking about doing it for quite a while, but the moment came yesterday evening after I'd finished the vlog, so I did film a bit for you. I'll show you it now. Okay, this is last night me. Look at the state of my bedroom right now. I've been trying to move things around. Izzy came and gave me a bit of a hand. I took all of the drawers out of the chest of drawers. It's official, we have too many socks. Do you know half of that drawer is actually odd socks? They need to come out. But anyway, we got it in, and you may notice that yes, I measured it, and yes, it does fit. But what I didn't think about was how much the radiator stuck out. Look at that little gap. But I do have a windowsill there, so what we did was we sort of lifted it up, took everything out so it was light enough for us both to lift, sort of angled it in that way over the windowsill height, and then put it round that way. So I'm going to put the drawers back in now, and I'm quite excited to have my new look room. Oh my gosh, look how clean the carpet is underneath that big plastic thing that I've been putting my office chair on. I just realised I need to move that back into there. Oh my goodness, the colour difference. Oh, wow. At some point I would like to just rip up all the carpet and have laminate, but that's not going to happen for a while. Actually, no, look. It's because it's flattened. I mean, there is a colour difference. But there's nowhere near as bad a colour difference as I thought. It's a bit like sliding puzzles in here. Right, next bit is to get that in there. Okay, now I think I can access that a bit easier and get those drawers back in. And much time later, because I've just been downstairs drinking tea and chatting to my daughter, much time later, here's the new improved setup. Well, I think it's an improvement. We'll see. I'm going to hand you back to today me now. Yeah, I'm really happy with my new room. It just feels like such a bigger space now, so much more open. The only thing I don't like is how close that is to that edge there. I mean, this floats around, this moves, so that doesn't matter so much. I don't think my boyfriend will like going through that gap. I mean, well, he can fit through it very easily, but he likes more open spaces, so I don't think he's going to like it. So I will ask him if he'll help me to move this just along a bit. So I don't know, maybe this comes to there or something. I think that will feel a lot nicer. I can't possibly lift that, even with all the stuff off it, so I'll have to wait for him to help me. And my daughter has gone on a college trip today, so she's not here, and she's staying overnight at my dad's and coming back tomorrow. I'm fully intending to pop out and meet some local gal pals today in a cafe and have some lunch with them and a coffee. Probably not for very long, because I really have got a lot to do still at home. I'm trying to get on top of all the things. They've been mounting up and up and up because I spend so much time not here. You know, I'm either at my boyfriend's, I went to Exmoor for a while. I just need to get on top of my backlog. It's mountainous. What else? Oh, today, oh sorry, I'm a bit of a scratch. I put a hair mask on my hair yesterday. Izzy had bought some, and I feel like it's made my hair look really greasy. Total diversion from what I was trying to tell you then. Yeah, so far today I have got the vlog up. I have done a big online shop to come tomorrow, and I remembered to check the box, add all selected items to order this time, which I forgot last time. So hopefully I get the whole lot tomorrow. What else have I done? I've emailed back a couple of potential sponsors for the channel. I want to do some kind of liaising. I'm not sure what yet, so I'll find out what that is. Oh, and also sorted Izzy out with a medical appointment, which she's not sorted out. It's been hanging over our heads for a few weeks, so I've just dealt with it. She's got a new appointment for that. Yeah, now I'm going to switch the camera off, play my flute. I need to practice my flute for 1 hour. Scales and exercises. I've been going for it this week, and I'm really feeling the difference in my playing. It's making so much difference. So I'm going to get a coffee on and get down in my freezing cold cellar where it is still 17 degrees. Do you know how warm it is up here? 28.2, which is 28.1, which is very comfortable for me indeed. And in the cellar, oh, I feel that sting of cold on my bare arms and legs. Somewhere between 16 and 17 degrees, I'd say. Oops, that's the hygrometer. I'm trying not to get that flipping light on it. Oh, sorry, I've had to turn the light off. I'm trying to get it so you can see what the Fahrenheit equivalent is. So I am most likely going to freeze my butt off when I'm playing down here. See, I don't mind it in the winter because I have the heating on and it brings it up a bit, but I don't want to put the heating on in a flipping heat wave. I might go and get a cardigan, and I'll speak to you when I've finished practicing. It is 1:30 and I've just finished my practice. My fingers are aching. I don't know how long a flute player can carry on playing the flute, you know, in life generally. I'm wondering if at some point there's going to be a deterioration, but we'll just find out when we get there, won't we? I assume when that happens, I'll play less notes, do more slow stuff, but we shall see. We'll just take life as it comes, won't we? I think I've got quite a while yet anyway. Right, what was I going to say? I'm going out in, when am I going out? a little bit under an hour. I need to send him in an email about stuff that we need to rehearse. I know, usual band admin stuff. I also need to collate said things for myself to rehearse along with this afternoon when I get back. I always find it hard to get back into the flow of things when I get a break in the middle of the day. It's like I get back and I'm like, oh, do I have to? And I have to make myself to it. But I really need to do some more rehearsing down in the cellar this afternoon after lunch. So yeah, I shall set that up in motion. If I get any time, I'm going to open up my accounts for the last tax year because I still haven't finished them off. And I know the deadline isn't until the end of January next year, but I want to get it done. It's like a millstone around my neck, and the longer it goes, the more I forget about what things were. Here's a question for you. Do I need to print out, if you're self-employed, if you're a self-employed person, do you need to print out all your Amazon receipts on a piece of paper to put it in your folder? Or can you just, like, if you get investigated, can you just then do it? Because it just seems like an awful lot of paper to be storing and ink and stuff. I have printed them out because I was advised to do that by somebody who runs a business and thinks you have to. But I just wondered if that advice is going out of date now. So yeah, help in the comments would be good. Right, anyway, I'm gonna go get to it. Oh, by the way, we've got a new painting to replace this one. I said, Izzy, can you paint me a fire to go in the fireplace? That would be so cool. Just propped it like that anyway. She said she didn't know she had time. Are you ready for the big reveal? There it is. She's done me another one. She said it's about time I updated that painting because my painting's come on a bit since I did that. So yeah, she did that over about 3 afternoons recently. If you look closely, there's Peter the penguin perched at the side of the river. Well, it's nearly time to go. Got the email sent, that is something. And I got a bit distracted listening to the audio files as well that I was sending because they're just so fun. But anyway, I've got this afternoon to play along with those. I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be really fun. Time to get packed up and get going. I've got a little bit of a bag for the charity shop to take down, but I'm going to run it past the gal pals first, just in case they're the youngest one there wants any of them. I don't know if she will or not. They've been laundered and are in excellent condition. They didn't go down with the other lot because I wanted to put these through the wash because they were coats, and you know, coats just don't get washed very often, do they? So yeah, that though, that's tiny, that's too small. That can just go to the charity. Right, let's go. Decided to go for a can of cold drink today actually because it's so hot. Obligatory food shot. I've gone for a cheese and onion toastie, and it's coming with, what have we got here? Crisps, coleslaw and a bit of salad. I couldn't resist the lure of the custard slice and a coffee. Let's wash it down. Oh, that was delicious. That was actually the best custard slice I've ever had. Got to be honest, it was surprisingly delicious. I'm going to take these couple of bits to the charity shop. One of the coats has gone to my friend's place. She can see if her daughter wants it. Hello, do you want these couple of bits? Yeah. Thanks very much. Yeah, clothing. I've popped into Iceland. It's nice and quiet and empty in here, and it's actually really cold because they've got very powerful air conditioning. I just want yoghurt really, and maybe some cheap ice lollies. Oh, no, I'm going to get that one. £2.15. I don't really need much because I've got a big shop coming from Asda tomorrow. Now this is what I'm after, the cheap section. 4 for £1. Oh, tempted to get 2 lots. Yeah, I will. I'll get 1 box of those. And 1 box of those. Right, we're going back. Oops. Just causing problems with Weetabix. They were apparently stacked over the edge of there. Right, all better, nothing to see here. Oh, what's going wrong? It's because I've got custard slice poisoning. I'm joking, I'm really. Well, I was going to stay for 1 hour in the cafe and be really disciplined and then go home, do some work, but I actually stayed for closer to 2 because I was having such a nice time catching up with my friend. I then, as you saw, I went, dropped the charity bag off. My camera was playing up, the GoPro. It doesn't like the hot weather, I tell you. It really doesn't. It plays up, it says format error and stuff like that. But anyway, I think it recorded. If it didn't, this is what I did. Dropped off the charity clothes, went to a chemist and bought some more moisturiser for my face because I'm running out. And then I went to Iceland, as you saw, bought some bits. I'm so stuffed now after all that food and drink in the cafe that I'm not quite ready to start singing my lungs out down in the cellar. I'm looking at mess, that's what I'm looking at. I need to deal with my kitchen. That's what I'm looking at there. I know. Well, that's clean. That's not clean. That is food from the cellar. It's gone out of date slightly. I'm thinking I might eat it. Izzy did wash up the air fryers. but I'm being fussy and I'm going to redo it because I can still see a bit of grease on it. And she's kindly left me her baking stuff. So I shall do that now, and then hopefully by then my food will have gone down a bit and I can go and practice in the cellar. My dad's popping by much later this evening, probably after I finish vlogging actually, like, I don't know, it's probably coming at 9 o'clock or something. He's going to bring Izzy back because she's having a college trip. He's going to collect her and bring her back with some of her clothes, because every time she's coming back from Grandad's now, she's bringing more of her stuff with her, ready for the big off. I know it's not for a while yet, but she's not going to be staying there a lot anymore now, for the foreseeable future. Anyway, right, I'm going to crack on. Come on then. That is looking much better now, I must say. I've popped those in that little basket there that came with the air fryer for now. Hello, and it's 6:30 in the evening now, just like that. I've been down in the cellar almost the whole time since I last spoke to you, except just as I was going down, my boyfriend phoned. And we had a nice little catch up. He's busy this weekend, so I'm not going to see him until early next week actually. I am raring to go out for a walk now. I've been relatively sedentary apart from practicing. I mean, practicing quite energetic, but you are all on one spot. So I'm going to go for a walk now, but actually the weather looks like it might be turning. There's actually clouds in the sky, so I'm going to pack my raincoat just in case. Well, I was going to film you a lovely cute squirrel, but it dashed up a tree before I could get the camera out. There was one there, honestly, with a cute bushy tail. Yeah, I'm having my walk. I don't know what else to say about that. Oh, there's a very distinct looking hole down there. I wonder what lives in there, if anything. Oh, I've had a question from a viewer. I don't know how to answer it without asking anybody, so I was distracted by a bird now. The question was, this person is moving to Wales in a couple of months' time and wants to know what's the best phone network to use, presumably like mobile phone network, I presume. I don't know. I'm with O2 and that's all I've ever had, and I don't know, sometimes the signal goes down, especially when I'm on my way to gigs, like long car journeys and that sort of thing in the countryside. Quite often there's no signal at venues, but I do play in some remote places. But it'd be great if the viewers that live in Wales, if you happen to know, could you pop it down in the comments so I can answer that question in the next video. Thank you very much. I'm going to get on with my walk now. Hasn't rained yet, by the way. Look, I've got my pink raincoat because I couldn't find my black one. It's probably upstairs somewhere. Oh, I'm liking this log. It's completely dried up. It's of all the dry weather we've had. When I was in the cafe earlier, I didn't mention it at the time, I didn't want to film too much in there, but I bit down into the toasty and there was a crunch. So I thought something was coming, so something in the undergrowth. There was a big crunch in my mouth and I nearly broke my poor teeth, and I sort of and inside the toasty were two of those stick-on gems like you get from craft shops like The Works, the adhesive ones, you know, that come on sticky backing and you stick them on projects. Two of those stuck to a bit of cardboard or something like that, and so I put it on the side of my plate. My friend was horrified that was sitting with me. She said she would have refused to eat the rest of it and taken it back, but that just didn't occur to me, you know. I just kind of ate more carefully till I finished it off. But so there was salad on the side, so I was making a little joke. I said maybe it was in the little gem lettuce. Anyway, I took it back to them. They apologised. They didn't offer me any refund though, or anything for free, and I ordered another coffee and they didn't like offer it to me for free or anything. But anyway, they got a 5 food rating. But my friend said that actually she's had like mainstream loaves of bread that have had bits of things in them that shouldn't be in there, like braces or something like that. She said it probably wasn't braces, it was another brand, but something common. Have you ever found anything in your bread? Answers in the comments below. Right, I'm going to proceed. I'm so hyperactive after spending all that time playing along with very exciting music tracks. It's wound me right up for the evening, it has. Oh dear. At least it's not too close to bedtime now though. That's the worst, because then I just can't sleep till like so long. It's about 7:25 now. I literally just got in from my walk. I don't feel hungry, but my legs are a bit wibbly wobbly. I'm gonna be lazy. I'm gonna have my reduced to clear macaroni cheese that I didn't eat yesterday, which needs eating, and a bit of broccoli with it. Maybe some butter beans as well, or some kind of beanage out of a tin. Something, you know, with a bit of protein and iron in and fibre and all that. Yes. There we are, got a couple of them, and it's just a bit of olive oil and soy sauce, that's all. I'm not gonna eat all of those with it, but I'll just chuck the whole can in, because otherwise I've got to store it. Yeah. I'll probably eat them with something tomorrow. And in there's just broccoli. Now, you know I was saying that I had 2 nights of hot flushes and then it just went back to normal again. Well, I was wondering if the hormone patch got ruckered up when I was sweating in bed. Because, excuse the leg, because, right, there's the patch. This one did the same thing last night. I heard this sort of crinkling noise and I looked around and it was like all folded up in the middle. It's like slipped. And so I think that's why, yeah, excuse the great white British leg there. Complete with the old veins. Yeah, that's lovely. I would say that is a sign of age, but I've always had them ever since I was a young thing. You know, I managed to accidentally delete Saturday's footage. Well, I deleted the footage off this camera, but I didn't delete the footage off my GoPro. There is a bit of footage, and I am going to edit it together and put it after this section. Now, the context was I was travelling to Swansea to do a gig, but Mick wasn't available, so I was going with Sel, our fiddle player, instead, and he was collecting me from Bridgend rail station. So I had gone to Bridgend rail station and I was hungry. I'd already been travelling for quite a long time to get there, and I was taking myself off to Tesco's to get some food, and then by the time I got back I was using the camera again, so there's no more footage after that, but I'll just stick that section in here. Right, I switched cameras because it keeps spitting with rain. Oh, there's Tesco's. We found Tesco's. It was really, really close to the station, actually. Right, can you still see me around that way? Yes, you can. I just literally can't remember what I've told you already. I'm staying at my boyfriend's place tonight. So Hugh is going to drop me at my boyfriend's place after the gig. So there we are. I've got too much stuff. I am so laden. I'm like a pack horse. I literally can't fit a single other thing in either of my bags. In fact, I've got another carrier hanging off here, a cotton one, so that I can put my food in it, because there's literally no room for it anywhere. I've got a rain mac stuffed into the front pocket of my camera bag. There's my camera bag. I've got my big one because I just couldn't bear to leave any of my kids at home, really. So there we are, because I'm away for a few days. But anyway, let's go to Tesco's. I think I can dispense with a sat nav now. Oh, there's a bus station there. I love exploring new places. Is this about to change? No, it's not Screen Man. Yay. Oh, yeah, I like coming to new places, even if I am carrying a bit too much, really. Right, way in that way. Whew. Little walkway to get into this one. It's a funny old thing, isn't it? Chain stores, wherever you are, whatever unfamiliar place you're in, you know what to expect in a chain store. Oh wow, it's cold in here. They've got aircon on or something. Let's grab a little basket anyway. What's that in there? Oh, that's to stop you nicking it. I've never seen that before in my life. It's like a security tag in there. Never seen that on a basket in my life. It's my favourite section, but I'm not really in a position to buy much, really. Got some melon fingers for 40p. I don't like the way that's kind of inflating itself. It's obviously producing its own gases by this point, so I might give that a miss. That bit of oh no, the avocados are like liquid inside, so I'll give those a miss as well. What about the salad though? Looks like a nice peppery one. 55p. I think that's going to be a bit too intense, to be honest. Nah, I'm going to leave everything in there. I'm getting distracted, really. I'm just wandering aimlessly. What I should be doing is going to the food on the go section. Oh, here it is. Here we are. Let's see what I can find in here then. Oh, I've never seen this before. Look, a snack size portion of tortilla. Well, that would do me, as long as it's a bit. Oh, it's got onion. Oh, I might have it anyway, you know. It's part of the meal deal. Pineapple for the snack. And then I just need to choose a drink. I'm going to be a naughty girl and have Coke, and I'll make sure I get the Coke Zero this time, because I accidentally got the full fat one yesterday. I'm heading back towards the train station now. I've got my food in store. Look in my canvas bag tied on my rucksack. So I'm going to have a little picnic until Sel arrives. I don't know when Sel is coming, actually. We had a kind of vague arrangements between 6 and 6:30. I'm going to get there at 6:05. I've messaged him. By waiting to hear from him. He's probably driving though, which is probably why he's not messaged me back, so that's pretty obvious, really. Hopefully he hasn't forgotten me. It would be very unlike Sal. I tell you what, he's so punctual, he's so reliable for turning up early to every gig. We're all punctual, but Sal is extra punctual. Oh no, hill. And you know, I'm not that bad with hills, but I've got a lot of weight to carry, I have to say. These bags are too heavy. And I don't normally say that, but they are today. It's back to now me again now. I've been doing a bit of time travelling in this vlog today, haven't I? Because it started out with last night me, and then I just did a bit of Saturday me. But anyway, this is Thursday evening me now. Thanking you so much for watching this video. Could you please give it a like if you liked it, subscribe down below, hit the notification bell if you'd like to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!